Hello, everyone. Today we will be discussing Chapter 4, which focuses on crafting a strong purpose statement, research questions, hypotheses, and objectives in both qualitative and quantitative research. These components are fundamental because they shape your study's direction and inform every methodological decision that you will make throughout your research. To begin, let's talk about the key elements. The purpose statement sets the overall focus. It tells the audience what the study is about and why is it important, and it can apply to both qualitative and quantitative work. Then you have the research question, which zeroes in on specific issues or problems that you want to explore. They can arrange from one central question to multiple nested ones, especially in larger research projects. Your hypothesis is essentially your educated guess, something that you might remember from grade school science class, and it's used primarily in qualitative studies. Hypotheses predict the outcome between variables and are later tested using statistical analysis. Finally, you have your objectives, which refer to the goals your study aims to accomplish and are often found in quantitative research to define measurable outcomes. Next, we discuss why these statements matter. They act as sign points, helping to identify appropriate methods and maintain alignment between studies' intents and its results. Without these clear, defined statements, a study can lose its direction and credibility. So the key elements across the three components is understanding variables, which are characteristics you measure and observe, and include independent. These include independent variables, which are manipulative dependent variables, with what you measure, and control measurables are what you account for. And then you have confound variables, factors that you can't usually measure, but which might influence your outcomes. Also, it's important to distinguish constructs, which are abstracts, like ideas like um, motivation, from variables, which measurable elements like GPAs. So when we talk about quantitative purpose statements, we're beginning with a clear line, like the purpose of the study is to, and followed up with variables, participants, and settings, which action terms can relate, compare, and describe to communicate the relationship amongst variables. Your hypothesis, null or alternative, should logically extend from those statements. The null hypothesis predicts no change or difference, while the alternative suggestion is a significant relationship or outcome. In contrast, qualitative research emphasizes the open ended inquiry. It focuses on a central phenomenon, the core experience, belief, and behavior you're studying. Purpose statements in qualitative work describes a intent to explore or understand this phenomenon with the specific group in a particular context. Qualitative research questions are designed to emerge from the data. They typically start with how or what and lead to sub questions that deepen the inquiry. Rather than seeking a numerical result, qualitative research aims to uncover meaning and context through rich description. And then finally, we examine examples from real studies. One study used qualitative methods to assess parent involvement, linking psychological constructs to the behavior. Another used qualitative interviews to explore mothers' trust in school principals. These examples should show the proper framing and research questions to pose can yield robust and insightful results. To wrap up, we remember that well crafted statements, research questions, and hypotheses aren't just academic requirements. They're strategic tools that ensure your study is coherent, credible, and impactful. Tailor them based on your research topic and always keep your variables and participants clearly defined.